Going on, guys? This one's going to be a bit of a long one. So we're going to start part 4 of the rehabilitation of this RC truck. Engine time. We're going to tackle everybody's favorite. Let's rebuild the carburetor game. So I've already had this carburetor part yesterday cleaned. Reassembled, lubricated the slide valve. Today, the big deal, or what I'm looking to do is replace some O-rings. Grab me a napkin. In case you're wondering, my workspace is also my computer speakers. It's a sound block. So there's a subwoofer right there, and it's actually makes the part stick to the. It's magnetic. Does some crazy cool things like that. Basically, we're just getting all the oil and stuff off the valves. And hopefully in my collection I have what I need in order to rehabilitate or rebuild, however you want to phrase it. This engine. You know, I forgot how many kinds of interesting things are in here. Bear with me while I look through spare parts. It's part of the hobby. Especially when you have a lot of stuff. Yep, no, you're right. We're just not going to fight you. What we're going to do is just dump you out. back over there. Alright. I think we found some O-rings. Hopefully we got some that will actually fit and match. Oops, forgot that. Back in the bag. Dun, da, da, da. Dumbass. Alright. If those don't work, then we'll go on a search for someplace else for them. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my basic dental pick. I trimmed a little bit off. I want to make sure it's nothing doesn't feel sharp. I think it's going to cut anything. Just in case we don't have the right O-ring. And use that to get in between your O-ring. Of course. If you can. These square ones are a bastard to deal with. I trimmed too much off my pick. I'm going to give you a few knuckle. Try a different pick. This might be too flexible. Yeah. In between this and this. And that still may not be enough. Get this little ring out. Man, this thing is not. It's like no forgiveness. I do have the correct damn rubber to go in there. Getting this old one out. No, I currently don't have anything flammable with me. Or it's capable of creating a flame. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So, the current screw we're messing with, this holds the throttle body in place, as well as sets your idle gap. So it's your idle needle. We're going to try to get this rubber off, which is basically turned into a hard piece of plastic. And no, it's supposed to be rubber, not plastic. So it just slides in and out of there real easy. And continuing to use it allows a little bit of air to get by, but also it won't hold an idle gap for crap because this slides too easily inside there. And it offers little to no resistance at all. It's not making a very good seal. So, the option is to replace it. I know my fingers in a way it's hard to see, but, you know, rubber and pliable and hard and plastic. I'm going to try to put a little bit of heat to it. Maybe that'll make it a little less elastic. Hopefully not so hot that I can't hold on and manipulate it. Oh yeah, that's warm. Really warm. Have to cut it off, yes. There's anything in there to cut it. Come out of there. Boy, that sucker just does not want to give up, does it? These are the little challenges you can run into while trying to rebuild an engine. Progress. Okay. Associated green slime O-ring lubricant. Use it more for than just shocks. I'm going to have to order some more soon, but that's still quite a bit. Not only does that help this go back on here, sometimes You don't get it stuck in the slot like I just did. Oh my god. Okay. Across the slot this way. Get it? We got it. Look at that. That's a little. It's a half millimeter. So, yeah. So now we got our idle gap set. Here's our little tool. We get underneath this little rubber. Like I said, this is going to take a long, and this is one of the reasons why. Almost had it. This one's still stretchy-ish. I can get it. We'll be lucky. almost had it. Got it. Just want a little bit of the O-ring grease into the threads here momentarily. While I go to push this O-ring on. Because one thing it's not going to want to do is stretch over anybody. So you fight, argue with this for a minute. Okay, I'm coming over at the top of the screw head actually. I think that's going to yield better result. It's almost there. Ooh, we got robbed. Let's try this again. Got it. Move the excess grease. Duh. And if I can stop stabbing myself in the finger. There's our low speed set. I do not think those two are the right. That's not right. That's too small. It's one thing to change the O-rings, another thing to change it to something that isn't going to work. So we're going to try to do In this case, you don't always have to change them, but just a little bit of O-ring lube. And hopefully stay sealed pretty good. Our high speed's going to be 4 turns out. There's 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns. And then we're going to go a half. That should get us to a point where it'll start. So garbage in the garbage. And the rest of your rings. Oops. This one here is going to go in the trash. Close up our associated lubricant. Getting this rubber to sit on this low speed needle is not fun. I didn't get it down all the way, so the needle won't go in all the way. sit leg. Alrighty. Let's try this again. Alright, so with the needle sitting in, the best starting point with your low speed is it sitting flush with the throttle body right here. So that'll get you pretty close. You'll at least be able to start the engine. And for this particular carburetor, we'll see how many turns it is. There's one. There's two. About 2.5, 2 3/4 turns. That's a good starting point for that. Okay, so now we got our carburetor all done up, ready to go. We're going to dive into tearing the motor apart. Sorry guys, those little rubbers are a pain in the ass, to say it politely, or to say it how it is. Actually, basically, they're just a pain to do. So we're going to tear this motor down. Definitely going to delete these Phillips screws. This is the part you've all been waiting to see, right? The engine being torn down. Get that lighter out of the camera. Oh, the dental picks. Oh. That's between tools. Right there. Perfect. So one of the things, as I was going through it, is I noticed shocks are pretty sharp. Finding a rebuild kit for something this old, probably not very practical. I mean, it can be done, but I think it needs new shock bodies as well, because a couple, instead of it going in and out straight, shock shafts off like that, it usually means you gotta buy a new shock body as well. Doesn't always mean that, but usually means that. Alright, so a little tip, why you can still grab a hold of your engine like this, loosen up your glow plug. Don't necessarily have to take it out, but loosen it. So it'll be easier to take out. Now, engine head bolts, for whatever reason, this whole buggy has been, shouldn't call it a buggy, this whole little truck here has come apart willingly. But normally, sometimes you have to, heat the motor block up to about 250, 300 degrees for a little bit in the oven, just to get these screws to want to break free. These are like the hardest screws on the whole engine to get loose and out of here. also pre-loosen these head bolts on off camera. But like I said, this whole thing has wanted to come apart, not fought me really hard. So that's why there hasn't been really much video of dismantling anything, because it would be the same as working on a car that's well maintained. That's a nice touch. The head and head button assembly. Let's get some yucky, cookie crap in it. Mr. Zip Tie doesn't damage the cylinder sleeve, and it gets it up just enough so you pry out your cylinder, hopefully. Sometimes you will need to use heat to remove these, but we got lucky this instance. I just need a better tool than what I'm using. Resist the urge, by the way. Totally resist the urge to grab a hold of that with pliers. It just equals broken stuff. Any other time it'd be one hit me right in the face, but I want a regular screwdriver. It's bigger than that one. Nope. Also, note that little indentation. That's the direction and orientation you need to put the cylinder back in. And you should also note that the piston skirt will always be longer on the exhaust port side than on the intake side ports or the crankshaft side of the ports, because of the crankshaft itself has to be in there. So note the direction that your piston is in, and note the direction your sleeve sits in relation to the engine block front, however you want to phrase it. So, you know, there's that little note, indentation right there. There's a little pin in the block itself. So this sleeve's only going to want to go back in one way. And you don't want to flip the piston around because you'll damage the skirt. Oh, I have a better better tool for this, but I can't find it. What did I do with it? Where did it go, George? Where did it go? Be right back, guys. There you are. I don't want the carabiner. Now, I know what I said. We're not going to grab a hold of it. I said we're going to use it to push up. Gets it up out of there, and we're not scarring anything. So you can finally pull it out by hand. Out comes our piston. There we go. So remember, don't squeeze. Use this to get underneath there as leverage to push up. You especially don't want to damage this surface right here. That is where your whole cylinder seal comes from. That copper O-ring, also known as a head shim, and how the machine work that's on the face of this right here. You especially don't want to damage that. You'll never get it right afterwards, I promise you. And sleeve out of the way. You can now get an idea of what I was talking about with the machine work onto the piston skirt. You see how the skirt's all the way up here, but here it's machined out. This is where the crankshaft spins in the engine block. So this is the front of the engine. What I'm doing right here, it out. clean this up further, we're going to want to especially take care to clean out the oil hole here, as well as the same for the top part of the connecting rod. Cylinder looks really good, no scarring. Exhaust port. Still got good pinch. Clean this gunk off the cylinder head here. We're going to go ahead and give this a brand new glow plug when we go put it back together anyway. Now then, you note the little notch right there, that's the position that the cylinder head was sitting in. That faces the front of the block. Does it matter? Not really, no. But if you're thorough, you absolutely must get it back to where it should be. That's the route to go. Take that whole cylinder rod assembly. I'm going to wrap that in fresh paper towel so it doesn't get any more dirty. Here we go. I'm going to need that for a minute. Set that in our parts box. It's another thing, all the parts that we've taken off in the car, the screws and hardware, small pieces, that's all put into here. This is like a universal box. I can't tell you how many boxes of parts like this I own. It'll blow your mind. Okay, now we're going to remove the clutch, flywheel, this whole assembly. And I grabbed the wrong one. Now let's fight me. Clutch nut, clutch bell. I'll take my clutch bearing. Yeah, that's gonna come off. Pry bar. Broken clutch shoe. I'll get my screwdriver started underneath the clutch shoe like this. Out it comes. That was the broken one. See the crack in it right here. Clutch springs are still good though. We'll be replacing those with aluminum tubes. As I have an overabundance of them. Almost bad. Stabby, stabby. $10 millimeter. Be right back. We need a tool for that. I think. 10 millimeter socket is probably one of the most interesting ratchets I've ever seen in my life. It's a 1/2 inch drive, 3/8 inch drive, and 1/4 inch drive ratchet, all built into one. So we got a clutch nut off. Be sure, grab our washer. Those will be shims for the clutch. I'm going to take the back side of this and I'm just going to go you don't need to wrap it hard. Pops off. No damage. We'll call it. Crank's coming out. Put in the clutch nut. Very light, direct. Again, you should never have to really smash anything super hard on one of these. Get it apart. And there's our crank. It's not looking so pretty. And we've got the inside of our crankcase too. What we got going on here is some very light surface rust. Nothing major. It's not pitted. It is discolored here. We're going to fix all that. Clean it out. Fix all this. clean out all the yucky rust. See what we need. Probably going to need engine bearings. I mean, they don't feel bad. They didn't feel loose. So, provided they're not rusty to crap, maybe we'll reuse them. Take out a toilet paper block. They're super smooth. I don't know, we might be able to get away with reusing bearings out of this, guys. To get out in the sunlight and better light. Because now the block is going to go for another bath. But this time we're going to be able to let it sit in nitro fuel for a good minute. It should get rid of all this crud. At least loosen up all this crud so that we can then get this motor good and cleaned out, sorry. Didn't mean to stop, I was investigating. So we got the motor apart. So the crankshaft, we're going to clean up, and then we're going to repolish this. So all that ugliness that you see there will have gone away. What I'm currently doing right now is stuffing inside the block and cleaning out the channel way that the crank rides in between the front and rear bearing. Yeah, no, those are like there's no free play in it whatsoever. Anything in the front, I think we got away with it. I think we're gonna get away with being able to recycle the bearings. That's a good thing. So this was a little rusty. This is what I would normally expect to see from an engine that had fuel lift in it, like inside the block. I think as we go through all these parts, see what we save, salvage, and build. If anything, we'll build a Frankenstein engine that'll be better than what was there. Normally, sometimes, this one isn't. Sometimes these pins sit on a spring. This one doesn't. That's nice to see. So yeah, there we have it. We're going to take our small parts that we don't want to lose. includes our clutches and whatnot. Go here. This is the sleeve. Bearings. Shims. Clutch bolt. These can go over here. That can go there. Oh yeah, hardware away now. We've got it rebuilt. Ta-da! Alrighty. Something needs to take a bath. We're gonna give it a full start. Yep. Now this kind of rust, this is, I mean, all rust is bad, but this isn't so bad because we can revive this. We can save this shaft, crane shaft. Now, we're going to pull apart the other engine that came in it, you know, the one that was bleeding, basically, because it's so rusty. We're going to pull that motor apart. Alright, we're back with a pile of junk. Go ahead and see if we can pull this motor apart. Again, very light wrap. We're not so much worried about crud getting into this engine because it's total. As you can see, total. Well, you guys didn't think we weren't going to tear apart the junk engine. And you guys hanging like that. This is what happens when you leave a lot of fuel in an engine over an extended period of time. This is sad. I'm getting pretty lucky. These are coming right out. Normally this is a battle what I'm doing right here. I pulled 2 of those out of there, but okay, guess not. It did. Was not crazy. Alright. Well, could easily go between heads on this one. Really looks yucky, huh guys? Alright, now we're going to fight to get the exhaust manifold off. Why it doesn't want to come off, I don't know. I know we'll give it help. A little bit of heat. Come on. It's really fighting. Man, the heat did help, so we'll keep putting the heat to it. Wow, this thing really does not want to come out of here. Like, we are having some serious issues. Talk about welded. Alright. We'll go to our friend Mr. That sign. Put some heat into the block. And find myself. Where is that? There we go. It's a little bit stiffer than that. Cut into the wood as opposed to damage the cylinder piston wall. This is pretty extreme. Thing I want to do is remove the blown out Exhaust hitter. And we're just going to put heat to it. Working. You can literally see the oil turn back into something running as opposed to not. Really lucky. This will be all we need. Some of it won't pop out of there. Come on. There you want. Keep working it with the heat. Got it to come up and move a little bit. You need it to come up the rest of the way. I have to refill our torch. Oh yeah, that's stuck. That one is stupid stuck. Alright, that's got to soak in something. Soaking in heat and soaking in heat, I think. test before you guys ask. It is still warm. Nothing in this one's wanting to come apart. This was the challenge I was expecting. Out of the whole car. I got a salvageable clutch at least. No, it looks a little worn. Changed my mind. Clutch bearing's blown. Cool down. We're gonna have to dip this block in nitro oil or nitro fuel and try heat. See if we can maybe break up some of the gunk that's there. The amount of rust I see in it, we may never get that sleeve out. Not without destroying it anyway. Which would be a shame because that's the good part of the engine, that and the block. But nonetheless, we gave it a go. We'll throw that over there. Can't believe how much of a fight was to get this guy off. Holy crap. Not that I would use it, but holy crap. Alrighty, I think we're at a stage of this video for now. Got the motor apart, and then I'm going to do, I'll probably actually film the video today, but one of reconditioning our crankshaft and trying to get this engine back together so that we can run it. That's definitely going to get cleaned a lot better than what it is, which we can now do. Yeah, that's really bad. I've seen bad engines. You see, you guys wait till you see the crankshaft that comes out of this thing. You're going to be like, ah, it ain't going to be recognizable like that is. It's going to be sad and disgusting and everything else. But I'm going to call it a break for right now. Feeling a little hungry. I'm going to go make myself something to munch on, and then we'll come back and get into yuck. Come back and get into getting this all squared away and cleaned up, and then reassembly. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the crankshaft here. It's very simple. A light clean sand. I'm going to clean out the passageway here in the crank, and then we're just going to clean it up with mothers and repolish that. Make sure that oil hole is cleaned out and the screw is all cleaned out. Clean up everything, and then we're going to hit it right up with the mother's polish and shine all this stuff back up. Yep. Alright guys, I'll catch up with you here in a little bit. Enjoy.